Dark Contact is a normal spell card. One activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Fusion, summon one fusion monster that must be special summoned with Dark Fusion from your extra by shuffling its materials from your field, graveyard, and or banishment into the deck. This is treated as a fusion summon with a Dark Fusion. Add one Supreme King's Castle or Dark Fusion from your deck to your hand. This card can use both of its effects, but you're going to have 2 copies of this card in your hand in order to do that in the same turn. First ability just lets you fusion summon a fusion monster with Dark Fusion by shuffling those materials, so that's the field, the graveyard, and all the banishment. Pretty much takes out all of the considerations that the original Dark Fusion requires, as that can only fusion summon monsters either from your hand or on your field. It cannot touch any other point, and it's still treated as a Dark Fusion summon. That's fine, as it's a way of recovering your resources without you having to run anything that happens to be outside of that archetype. In terms of searching for the cards, Supreme the King's Castle, we'll have a quick review of what that does. With the Dark Fusion, that's fine. Okay, so this is their field spell. You can fusion summon fusion monsters that must be special summoned with Dark Fusion with effects other than Dark Fusion. Once per turn during a damage calculation, if your fiend monster battles an opponent's monster, you can send one evil hero monster from your deck or extra to the graveyard. Your monster gains attack equal to the level of the monster sent to the graveyard times 200 until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. This card allows you to treat any of your fusion cards as though they are Dark Fusion, which works perfectly within the deck, as you could really just use Super Polarization and it would be treated the same way. That's the main focus, I think, and design on this card. The other effect just lets, if you've got a fiend monster and it doesn't have to be an in-archetype evil hero battle, just by sending an evil hero from the deck or the extra deck to the graveyard, your monster gains attack times that level. So I think some of the highest ones are level 10, that boosts your monsters up to an additional 2000 attack points, which isn't bad, but this is quite a slow and predictable field spell to counteract. The design on this card is quite similar to something that is called Contact Out, which was used in combination with the Neospatians. Differences, this seems to be fusing with dark creatures.